Hey, and welcome to Anatomy and Physiology with Gina O'Brien online. That's me. This video is just a real short introduction, just to kind of tell you who I am, since we won't get to see each other throughout the course because it's online. First thing I want to say is email me. It's over here on the right. Email me with any questions that you've got. My email comes straight to my cell phone, and I will respond. I say within 24 hours, but probably quickly. I check my email more than I should. So make sure that you email me. I actually took the message app off of Blackboard because in order to check those messages, I have to sign into Blackboard and I have to remember to do it. So you're going to get a much faster response if you email me. I do have an office number that you can get. However, I won't be in my office all the time. It's a landline. The best way to contact me is going to be with email. And then, of course, we can set up a time if you want to come and see me. When you log into the course on Blackboard, over on the left-hand side, you'll see a tab that says Syllabus and Schedule. You'll want to read over that very carefully, especially the schedule. Anytime I take an online class, which I have 100, what I always do is I always print off the schedule and I put little check marks on it as I go through to make sure I don't miss anything. So when I created this schedule, I spent lots of time on it, making sure that the deadlines and information on there was accurate. So print that out and then you can check off as we go through the course. So you'll want to stick that in a binder somewhere, just like you would if this was a traditional class. Okay, and then over on the left-hand side in Blackboard, you'll also see a tab that says Course Content. And that's where the course is going to take place. So I have it divided up into modules. So Module 1 is like an introduction module. And you'll do a couple little things just to kind of get you started. I will tell you, on Module 1, there is a test. And it's a pretest that I've got to give you. I'm required to give you the pretest, and what it does, no matter how bad you do, the worst grade you make is the best, because what we do at Gaston State in the science department, we compare your pretest score, where you shouldn't know very much because you haven't taken the course, of course. So you shouldn't know very much. And then as we go through the course, it proves that you do better and you learn. So you'll do very poorly on the pretest, and then you'll do very well on the exams throughout the course. And so it's really just proving that you're learning. Now, I am using the pretest for that reason, but in addition to practice using the lockdown browser or the Respondus browser. And so that's how you'll have to take your test, using the lockdown browser. And that's how I can make sure that you don't cheat online and that you're actually taking the test. And so the pretest is where we will practice using lockdown browser. But don't worry about what answer you mark. Like I said, it's not a grade. It's a 10-point participation grade, but I'm not going to look at it for accuracy. But it's just really for practice. And then when you get into Module 2, that's when you get into the good stuff. So course content, click on the modules. You do want to do the diversity quiz immediately. That's how I'll post attendance for the very first course, is if you do the diversity quiz. So do that as soon as you can, and you'll see the due dates on the schedule. So I added that in on my slide. Diversity quiz as soon as possible so we can post your attendance. And I'm really looking forward to this class with you. I think that you'll learn a lot, and it's going to be very beneficial to get to work on your own schedule. So that's the benefit of an online class, is that you get to do the course when works best for your schedule. So if you work, days or nights or whatever, you can work on the course on the weekends or things like that. But I will tell you, the number one reason why students don't succeed in online classes is because they're not organized. You've got to set aside a time, be organized with your schedule. I'm going to do the class from 8 to 11, 2, 3, 4 days a week, whatever. Or that doesn't work because you work full time. I'm going to do the class every evening when I get home from work from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., and I personally, with my attention problems, right, I personally have to put my cell phone away. So you know, I tell myself I'm going to study for 1 hour. No cell phone, no breaks, no snacks, nothing. And then at the end of 1 hour, I can take a 10-minute break. Or you could do it like, I'm going to study, you know, all of this particular PowerPoint, and then I'm going to take a break. You know, so chunk it up however, but make sure that you're very organized in your study habits, because I want you to be successful. That's very important to me. And so I want you to make an A. I want you to earn a degree. And so make sure that you do what's necessary for the course. And you're not going to see my face like you would in a traditional class saying, hey, don't forget, do the diversity quiz. Hey, don't forget. And so you have to remind yourself. I will send you Blackboard announcements, but you're still going to have to do it yourself. I found this online, actually on Pinterest, just to kind of show you just some tips. It said students are more likely to study between 10 a.m. and noon. So 33% of students say they struggle staying motivated. Keep your eye on the prize. You got to graduate. You want an A in this class. You want to get into your program. So the first tip is to develop a schedule, right? Set aside a time that you're going to do it. And you've got to be like, just like a traditional class. I got to go to class. Well, be like, I can't. In your own mind, you've got to study. I always study in the same place. It'd be nice if you had an office at your house, but I'm sure you don't. Well, maybe you do. But I always study at my dining room table. And so I close the doors of the dining room and study at the dining room table. So set a place, you know, not on the couch while the other family members are watching TV. That won't be very beneficial. Set yourself some goals. And so that's 3. Set yourself some goals to keep track of. You know, I'm going to do this PowerPoint on this day, and I'm going to do this PowerPoint on this day so that I can take the test by this day. When you reach your goals, yeah, you can go out and have fun and do your own hobbies. It says visualize your motivation. I had a student one time that had a binder with her kids on it, and she told me that every time she didn't want to come to class and she didn't study, she looked down at the picture of her kids, and it reminded her why she started. So when you want to give up on school, and not just this class, but all the classes, why did you start? Why do you want a degree? Well, obviously, getting a degree is going to help you be more successful in life. And so you want to keep your prize in mind. Practice makes perfect. You can, of course, you can watch the videos over and over and over. You can take the practice quizzes, look at the practice quiz answers, things like that. And of course, it can be challenging to study at home, but you can do it. You're just going to have to find a way that works for you with your busy schedule, be it work or children, or a lot of you probably have both. So I do want to say good luck. I want you to make an A. So you just have to try really hard, and let me know if there's anything I can do to help you as you go through the course. Be patient with me. I'm building the course as you go. And so I'm creating these recordings probably just a few days before you're watching them. So if you find errors and typos, things like that, I'm working on, making it perfect. So let me know if you have any questions. O'Bryant at gadsdenstate.edu, and I'll look forward to it.